If you think you know Germany, think again. This isn't just the land of bratwurst, beer and high-speed autobahns. Beneath the surface of Oktoberfest and efficiency lies one of the most intriguing political systems in the world. How does Germany maintain stability despite its complex federal structure? How did a country once divided by a wall become Europe's strongest democracy? And why does its political system work so differently from places like the United States or France? Stick around, because today we're breaking down Germany's unique political system, a system shaped by history, resilience, and an ongoing battle between federal unity and regional independence. Germany is a federal parliamentary republic, meaning power is spread across multiple levels: national, state, and local. But unlike centralized countries like France, where Paris dictates national policies, Germany embraces decentralization. At the heart of this system are three key principles. Federalism: power is distributed across 16 federal states, each with its own government and laws. Parliamentary democracy: the government is led by a chancellor who is elected by parliament, not directly by the people. Consensus politics: unlike in the United States, where two major parties dominate, Germany's system is built on coalitions, requiring political parties to work together. This structure wasn't just randomly designed. It was deliberately created after World War II to ensure no single leader could ever gain unchecked power again. The Allies, particularly the United States, helped shape this system to prevent another dictatorship from rising. But who actually runs the country? At the top, you have two main figures: the federal president, or Bundespräsident, the symbolic head of state. They represent Germany on the world stage, sign laws, and act as a moral authority. However, their powers are extremely limited. They can't make laws or set policies. The federal chancellor, or Bundeskanzler, the real power player. Think of them as Germany's CEO. The chancellor is elected by the Bundestag, or parliament, and controls the government. They make key policy decisions, set the agenda, and appoint ministers. Why is the German chancellor so powerful? Unlike the US president, who has checks and balances with Congress, the chancellor is incredibly hard to remove. Thanks to something called the constructive vote of no confidence, Parliament can't just vote the chancellor out, they must also agree on a replacement. This has led to remarkable political stability. Just look at Angela Merkel, Germany's longest-serving leader since reunification. She held power for 16 years, navigating financial crises, refugee waves, and shifting global politics. All because Germany's system favors long-term leadership over political chaos. Germany's 16 federal states, a nation of mini-countries. Germany isn't just a unified country, it's a collection of 16 states, or Bundesländer, each with its own government, constitution and laws. This setup has deep historical roots. Before Germany unified in 1871, it was a patchwork of kingdoms, duchies and independent cities. Even today, this independence remains strong. Some states stand out more than others. Bavaria, or Bayern, is often referred to as the Texas of Germany. Bavaria has its own traditions, dialect, and even a unique political party, the CSU, that only operates here. It's home to BMW, Audi, and Oktoberfest, and many Bavarians joke about wanting independence. Baden-Württemberg is known as the engineering capital of Germany, home to Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, and Bosch. It's an economic powerhouse and one of the wealthiest states. Berlin, the capital, but surprisingly not an economic leader. It's a cultural hub with startup culture, art and history, but it relies heavily on federal funding. Hamburg, a city-state and Germany's biggest port, handling global trade. It's also the home of Germany's major media outlets. North Rhine-Westphalia, or NRW, is Germany's most populous state, home to Cologne, Düsseldorf, and former industrial powerhouses. Once dominated by coal and steel, it's now transitioning into finance and media. Saxony and Thuringia are leading the economic revival of former East Germany, but still facing economic disparities. Dresden and Leipzig are growing tech hubs, but rural areas still struggle. During the COVID-19 pandemic, this system caused huge inconsistencies in lockdown rules. Some states imposed strict measures while others remained open. Some see this as a strength of regional autonomy, while others criticize it as inefficient governance. During the COVID-19 pandemic, this system caused huge inconsistencies in lockdown rules. Some states imposed strict measures while others remained open. Some see this as a strength of regional autonomy, while others criticize it as inefficient governance. Germany's federalism allows for regional identity and local decision-making, but it also means bureaucracy and economic divides between wealthier and poorer states. And as Germany faces new challenges, from climate policies to economic shifts, this push and pull between national and state power will only continue. Germany's parliament is split into two chambers. The Bundestag, or lower house, is the powerhouse of lawmaking in Germany. It's made up of 736 members as of 2023 who are directly elected by the people. The Bundestag passes laws, approves budgets, and elects the Chancellor. It also has the power to force the government to resign with a constructive vote of no confidence. The Bundesrat, or upper house, serves as the voice of the states. It represents the 16 federal states, with each state sending delegates who vote on national laws affecting their region. The Bundesrat can delay or amend laws but cannot introduce new ones. The Bundestag, or lower house, is the powerhouse of lawmaking in Germany. It's made up of 736 members as of 2023 who are directly elected by the people. The Bundestag passes laws, approves budgets, and elects the Chancellor. It also has the power to force the government to resign with a constructive vote of no confidence. The Bundesrat, or the upper house, is known as the voice of the states. It represents Germany's 16 federal states. Each state sends delegates who vote on national laws affecting their region. While the Bundesrat can delay or amend laws, it cannot introduce new ones. Germany's elections are not winner-takes-all like in the United States. Instead, they use a mixed-member proportional system. Half the Bundestag members are elected directly in districts, similar to the US. The other half are chosen based on party votes to ensure proportional representation. This system ensures that smaller parties actually have a voice, leading to coalition governments where multiple parties must work together to form a majority. Germany's elections are not winner-takes-all like in the United States. Instead, they use a mixed-member proportional system. Half the Bundestag members are elected directly in districts, like in the US. The other half are chosen based on party votes to ensure proportional representation. This system ensures that smaller parties have a voice, leading to coalition governments where multiple parties must work together to form a majority. The result? Political compromise is built into the system. No single party can dominate, forcing leaders to negotiate and find common ground. But this also means that forming a government can take weeks or even months after an election as parties negotiate alliances. Germany's system is a delicate balancing act. A country built on efficiency, yet often slowed by bureaucracy. A democracy that thrives on stability, yet constantly wrestles with change. Whether it's economic divides, political fragmentation, or the ever-present tug-of-war between national and state power, one thing is certain. Germany's future will be shaped by how well it can navigate these challenges. What do you think? Does Germany have it all figured out, or is its system due for a shake-up? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.